Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Tanya Camilla. Nice to meet you. I have quite a few new subscribers recently, so thank you for supporting my channel. It really does mean the world to me. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you my morning skincare routine. Now, truth be told, I've already started to film this and kind of got halfway through doing my skincare routine, and for some reason lost my train of thought, bottled it, and now I'm just gonna have to like start all over again, but halfway through. So I'm just gonna like tell you what I've already put on my face. I thought it would be a good idea to also try and talk about myself so you guys get to know me a little bit better. But clearly we're right here right now. I can't multitask very well, hence why I'm having to start refilming this all over again, even though I'm halfway through my skincare routine that I would do in the morning but currently doing in the afternoon. So anyway, it is just to set the scene for you. It is Saturday. I've been chilling out. I've had a shower, got myself all nice and clean. I'm going to be doing my hair as well towards the end of this, but for some reason I like to do my skincare and my makeup. I'm not going to do any makeup today because I'm not going to go out, so I just don't see the point. But yeah, I like to do any skincare or makeup before I do my hair, so I'm just going to do my hair a little bit later on. That's why I'm sitting here looking like an absolute drowned rat with rat's tails. But anyway, I'm just going to quickly talk you through what I've already got on my face because I've already filmed that bit, like I said. So, for the first thing that I would use after I've got out of the shower, after I've like washed my face, I use the Simple face wash. It's really kind to my skin. Sometimes I use the Nivea face wash. At the minute, I'm also using the e.l.f. face wash, but I stopped. Well, I do have that. I stopped using it probably about a week ago because I don't know whether that is bringing me out in a rash. I had a really bad allergic reaction. Luckily now that's cleared up, but I don't know whether it's because of the e.l.f. face wash that I'm using or whether it's down to some new makeup that I've started to use or what. So I just don't really know. But anyway, some antihistamines and some cream later to stop the itching. My face is kind of back to normal again, which is great. But anyway, normally when I get out of the shower or I've finished washing my face, I like to go in with a toner. So earlier on I put on the Kiehl's Calendula Herbal Extract Toner, which is alcohol free. Got this in a little gift set last year. Normally I would use the Pixie Glow Tonic, but I'm just trying to use this up because I've had this the longest. Then I went in with the Body Shop Drops of Youth Essence Lotion. I kind of really don't understand what the point of this is. Apparently it's meant to help any like skincare products help sink into your skin better and turn your skin into like a sponge. I have no idea, but it's quite a big bottle. I've been going through it for months. You only need a tiny bit and it's meant to like smooth out all those fine lines and wrinkles so you look like a teenager, which is what I need right now. So fun fact, it's not a fun fact, I'm in my 30s, so any kind of bloody anti-wrinkle aging cream that is going, I need it. I've also then went in with after I've done the toner, the essence lotion, I then like to go in with an eye cream. Usually I would use the Garnier anti-age eye care cream, which is the soothing lavender one, but today I decided to use the Bybee Eye Plump eye cream, which I got in my this month's glossy box. So if you want to know what else is in this month's glossy box for October 2022, I did do a YouTube short a couple of days ago showing you all the products, and this was one of the products in it. I put it on. It does feel quite hydrating actually. I've never used anything by Bybee before, but yeah, it does feel quite nice. I'm going to put a little bit more on because I feel like my skin is so dry. Like I feel like I have to change up my skincare. Like change it up in the winter and the autumn, and then in the spring and summer I can then change it up again, because I find that in the spring and summer I don't need as much hydration compared to autumn and winter. But then again, you know, with the changing weather, my skin is just dry anyway, so I need all the moisture I can get. But yeah, so like I said, I'm in my 30s. I live in Nottinghamshire with my boyfriend. I'm Nottinghamshire born and bred and proud of it. Nottinghamshire, if you don't know, is in the UK. Hopefully you can tell that by my accent. I am from the UK. Nottinghamshire is also famous for Robin Hood. So hopefully that should give you an idea of whereabouts I am located. There we go. I don't even know what that was about. I was just a whole load of rambling. But anyway, I do tend to ramble half the time. That's another thing about me. Like, I do ramble quite a bit. And then I just lose my train of thought. But then I'm kind of thinking that that's down to my star sign. I'm a Gemini. Yes, I know we all get a bad rep as Geminis. I kind of can see why, but at the end of the day, like, we are the most fun zodiac sign out there, and like, having a Gemini in your life is only just going to elevate it and just make it crazy, fun and lovable. Yeah, the whole two-faced thing about us Geminis is actually kind of a bit of a misunderstanding. We're not two-faced in the sense that we are malicious. We're just two-faced. We have two sides to our personality, in the sense that we like to do opposite things. So for example, like, I like to be sometimes quite sociable with people. I like to go out there and experience new things. I like to go exploring and things like that, but on the opposite side of that, I do like to kind of stay at home, and I am a bit of a homebody. I love nothing more than to hibernate in the winter. So yeah, but I wouldn't class myself as two-faced. All those people out there who are Gemini haters, you just need to get to know us, because we are so lovable. What else can I talk about? About me, I find it so hard to talk about me, because half the time I just don't really like to talk about myself. I like to listen to other people talk about themselves. I like to get to know other people. I think that's another thing. Like, I'm quite quiet around people sometimes, because I like to get to know who they are and what their vibe is, and before I kind of like open up. But obviously here it's like I'm talking to a camera, I'm talking to a piece of plastic. Obviously I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of finding it a bit weird, like, talking about myself. But you know what, I need to push myself out of my comfort zone and just talk about me a little bit more, but obviously not in a big-headed way. I would never class myself as big-headed. Yeah, so moving on. I literally don't even know where I was going with that. So what have I done? I've lost track. The next thing that I'm going to go in with is a facial oil. I love a good facial oil. I haven't used one for months, purely because it's been the summer and I've not needed the hydration. But this one is quite interesting to me, and it's a new one, and I just thought I'd use it. So it's by Balance Me, and this is the Natural Radiance facial oil, and it's 100% natural, and I think it's vegan. I'm not sure whether it could be cruelty-free. I'm pretty sure that Balance Me is a cruelty-free brand, but it's got a rollerball on it. This is actually a miniature size. I got it in last month's glossy box, in the September one. So I'm kind of guessing that I just roll it all over my face. This is so weird. It smells nice. Oh god, I'm getting my hair in it. That's not great. But yeah, I have to be so careful. Right, a few weeks ago I got my nose pierced. And oh Jesus Christ, if you've got your nose pierced, like, I had my nose pierced like 10 years ago, and I had a really bad experience with it, and after a few weeks it fell out, and then the hole healed up. It fell out whilst I was in bed, and the next morning it just healed up. And then I've wanted to get it done for like ages, like for the last few years, and then eventually I've finally gone ahead and got it done. But I keep catching it and it's so sore. Well, it's not as sore now. Like the other day I did catch it really bad. I was actually crying. But yeah, no, it's actually settled down quite a bit, but I just have to be like really careful of it because it's not fully healed yet. So you know that I'm a Gemini, you know that I live in Nottinghamshire. What else would you like to know? So I have a degree in psychology, and no, I don't just look at people and automatically know what they're thinking. I used to get that so much when I was like younger, and I said that I wanted to do that I was at university doing psychology, and they'd be like, and people would be like, oh my god, you're reading my mind, and I'm like, no, that's telepathy. Like, psychology is like trying to understand about people's thinking and behaviour not reading people's minds. The two are very different. So yeah, I have my degree in psychology because I wanted to be a forensic psychologist when I was younger and work with criminals. So I kind of started off on that journey a little bit. So I don't know about anywhere else, but in the UK, the most common route to becoming a psychologist is to join the prison service. So I joined the prison service when I was like 22. I was in the service for 10 years. I very quickly decided within the first year that I didn't want to be a forensic psychologist. So I joined as a psychology assistant. Then things happened. I then became a interventions facilitator. So yeah, I used to do offender behaviour work with prisoners. Yeah, I can't talk about it too much. I don't want to go into too much detail. It's just something that I probably could get myself into a lot of trouble, but if I kind of said stuff that I shouldn't be saying. So yeah, I worked for the prison service for 10 years. I then left 3 years ago, and now my job that I do is so different. I'm now gonna go on to put on some moisturizer. So obviously, because of my allergic reaction that I had, I've decided to, like, for the last week I've just been using the simple face wash and then this simple replenishing rich moisturizer, and they're the only two products that I've used. I've stopped using everything else. I basically took antihistamine tablets and then started using simple face products because I just could not be bothered to go back to the doctors to be like, oh my god, I've broken out in a rash, please can I have some medicine for it. I thought I'm just going to try and do some over-the-counter stuff to try and clear it up, and it worked. Like, my skin's actually kind of calmed down quite a bit, which is good. So I'm going to put this on today. Usually I would use the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, and this one's got SPF 30 in it. This is the rich cream. You can also get it in the light version as well, so it's not as thick as this one. So I guess if you've got normal skin, but you don't want anything heavy, then just go for the lighter one. But if you're like me and you have skin that resembles the Sahara Desert, then just go for this one because it is so nice. Oh, I love it. So last but not least, I'm going to go with the Charlotte's Magic Lip Oil Crystal Elixir. So obviously a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury because, you know, I'm a little bit of a bougie bitch. That is another thing about me, right? I have quite expensive taste, which is so bad. Like, I am one of those people, right? If you lined up two similar products, one was like really cheap, the other one was like really high end, really expensive, and I didn't know which was which, and you asked me to pick one that I preferred, 9 times out of 10 I would go for the most expensive one. I can just sniff out something that's like really good and really high price, which is obviously not great. I like my high-end stuff, but I also love my like cheaper stuff as well. Again, I think that's another Gemini trait, is that I like to have a positive mindset. So I'm just getting, oh my god, I just like shove my boob in front of the thing. Just getting some hand cream because my hands are so like dry. But yeah, I'm a massive believer in the law of attraction. I do feel that, you know, at times when I remain positive about a situation, I've got what I want. Usually, for example, like in the past, when I've wanted a job, so every job that I've got, I feel like I've used that law of attraction. So I've always remained like really positive. I've told myself, you know what, that's my job, that is my job and nobody else is gonna have it. And I would say all these like positive affirmations about it and about how much I deserve to have that job over anybody else. But I wouldn't say that out loud. I would say those kinds of things to myself in my head to kind of like build up my confidence. But then I would also put the effort in and prep for those interviews. So I would sit down and I would think about like what I'm going to say, like what is the job description, like what is, you know, like what are they looking for, and what skills have I got that shows that I can get that job, and you know, all these different kinds of things. And 9 times out of 10, quite a lot of the time, actually on every occasion. I've just got the job that I've wanted. So, but I started using the law of attraction before I even knew what the law of attraction actually was. And then I started reading about it probably about 7 years ago now. And yeah, I'm a massive believer in it. I know that some people aren't. I know that some people have their opinions on it. But yeah, I'm a believer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do my hair. And I know I was talking about this being a skincare video, but you know, I kind of need to sort my hair out. And you are just currently looking at my boob, which is not great. And I've just kept talking. But I'm looking for my hair care stuff. So I'm just going to go in with my Olaplex number 6. And my GHD Bodyguard Heat Protectant Spray, which is nearly out. I need a new one. I really want to go back to LA. I absolutely love LA. In fact, I love America in general. I've been there. I've been to America 3 times. Once to New York State to see my mum's pen friend. This was like years ago. And then I've been twice to like the Southern America, not South America, but the southern part of North America. So California, I've been to Arizona, I've been to Nevada, well I've been, yeah, so Las Vegas. Yeah, so I've been to Las Vegas twice, I've been to the Grand Canyon twice, I've been to LA twice. Absolutely love it over there, and I really want to go back and see more of America. So I just feel like I just love the whole culture, the mentality, and yeah, I just really like it. I've kind of used to have a bit of a interest in Native American history. Like my mum absolutely loved Native American history. She had a lot of books in it, and I've got a couple of Native American tattoos as well. So yeah, I just want to go back. If I had the choice, or if I had the means to be able to, I would 100% emigrate over to, I'd love to live in LA. And I know that everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, like move to LA because of the, you know, you want to get famous or you want to do this, that and the other. It's like not to do that at all for me. I just love the vibe of LA and just how sunny it is, the weather. I absolutely enjoyed it. I loved it over there when I went. I'd also probably love to have like a house in Las Vegas, obviously not near the Strip, obviously outside of Las Vegas, but obviously close enough to it so I could go, you know. Las Vegas, right, when I very first went, I remember it being so tacky. I was just like, what the hell, like where have I come? It's the tackiest place ever, get me out of here. And then when it came to leave, I didn't want to leave. I did not want to leave that place whatsoever. I just absolutely loved it. There's just so much there to do. I just, again, I love the whole vibe of it. Yeah, even though like I do, even though LA and Las Vegas are cities, I find that also I'm a bit of a country bumpkin at heart. I would still love to have a house in the country. I feel like I'm so conflicted, and again, this comes down to the fact that I'm a bloody Gemini. Do you see? One minute I want to live in the city, next minute I want to live in the countryside. This is the 2 parts of our personalities. Do you get that now? We're not two-faced, we just have 2 personalities. What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Was it a squeak? Or was it the bed? I don't know. I swear to God I heard a bloody cat meowing then. I don't even have a cat. I also get spooked really easily. Like any smallest noise, I'm like, the smallest noise that can happen, I'm like, is this house possessed? Like, yeah. I mean, you're probably sitting there now thinking, what the fuck? Like, who is this girl? She's insane. Yeah, I kind of am a little bit insane. I've got like a bit of a crazy personality, but at the same time I feel like I am actually really quite down to earth, and really chilled out, and I'm actually a really open-minded individual. So yeah, I just feel like I don't know what else to say about myself anymore, so I'm just gonna go. I hope you enjoyed my skincare routine. I'll just list everything down below. Yeah, so I hope you have a great day, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.